Puntersshow, it's blue and brown day.
Blue shirts and brown pants day.
So sorry for the look, but it's been a big weekend.
How about his Glenn's walked in and said, oh, it looks like it's blue and checks and brown. I hope Mark hasn't got it on, and he's walked out in the blue and the brown.
There it is. Blue and brown day.
So that's anyone wants to come and help our wardrobe department?
Yeah.
Anyone wants to help my bank balance, it's black and blue. So I got smashed around
Well,
Saturday.
Well, you really
I tip
needed to
terribly.
have your wits about you.
And I
And
bit
what I would
terribly.
say is that
Yes.
you cannot
Yes.
actually approach that program the way that I approach any program, which is head down, doing all these meetings, blah, blah, blah. You actually need to either not do the meeting or not do anything else but the meeting all week.
Just to be fresh.
Because you really, it's a very odd meeting. It's like a European style meeting where it's just not the usual. You know, you see Miss Rock turn up first up from Melbourne off 3,000 metre runs. You see Sophia Rosa turn up from New Zealand. You see Lucia Valentina have one run back.
But even Sophia Loren, whatever it's called, I believe runs the place like 301, and you go, like, what does all this mean? I just can't.
Well, it was a very slowly run race, so the form's just terrible. Like it's
It's
just
a genuine, good style of Wednesday horse over 1400 at Warwick Farm.
believe.
Yeah.
I know. It's incomprehensible.
Like I'm a real good...
Like he was running a nice sixth at the 100 metre mark, and it's just like picked itself up and going, oh no, I'm still here.
Yeah, but I know what I'm saying is that doesn't make sense.
No,
I
it
know
doesn't
what
make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Like
I
I'm
think
the
the
world's-
day doesn't make any sense.
I'm the world's most
so.
extraordinary roughy place getter, fine big odds place getter. Like it's $21, believe. I would have bet you $21 and take $20.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was just that type of day.
Yeah.
And after the race, like what even ran second that race was Ambience. You can make a point for it running a place.
Yeah.
Previous type of staying form, but tough day.
Well, the lead up was one.
Anyway,
The lead up was one.
Sorry about my tips. They were fucking terrible.
101 winner. The
Well, that's that lead up. Yeah,
that's
the
that
other
lead
lead
up,
up, the Vinery or whatever.
The
Oh, that's
Vinery.
just fucking torture.
And the other problem is the 6 metre rail. There's something like slightly fluky about the 6 metre rail, and like H. Bowman, I wanted to ring H. Bowman and say, what is the trick to this track? Because he seemed to have it he seemed just to have complete mastery of it.
Yeah.
And yet, you know, it was probably an on-paces day. It was probably a little bit to the inside, and yet, you know, you see the mares come from way back in the field and just dazzle. Ascadelia and Lucia Valentina.
Just dazzle. Ascadelia, dazzle. And both.
And this is after D. Oliver's completely fucked up Jamaica.
Yeah.
You know, like he just...
And then half killed Kathy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an interesting point. I just want to just jump in there, boys. Just
Yes.
I love
Okay.
talking about Damien Oliver because he is a wonderful champion rider and he gets all these accolades, but the old Glenster, he never forgets. He always remembers. Now, I did some things here. Did some writing.
He stuffed you, Glee, because you were giving it to him nicely, and he couldn't fire a shot, and now he's gone back-to-back Group 1 winners and won $10 billion on Saturday. So it's a bit hard to take. So
it's just
here he goes. The shit from Glenn's liver.
Yeah. Hi, Damien. How you going? Well, race 1, you never had a ride. In race 2, you rode something. Melweeville, whatever it was. I gave him $200 for unplaced rides because I think they get a bit over 200, but 200 is a lot of money. To all you blokes out there in the factories, he gets $200 a ride. That's not bad, is it? So he got 200 in race 2. Now race 3, now he rode a horse called Danish Twist, so he got $200 for the ride, and 5% was $11,000. That's a lot of money. And in race 4,
Oh, and Glenn, hang on, what about the trophy too?
gets the trophy.
It's
And
$7
what about
billion
the
trophy.
swing, which we never know how much is these days, which I think are a bit more rarer, but you got 11,200 for that ride.
Minimum, so that's the minimum.
I'm working min stats here.
Yeah, min.
Just for all the factory workers out there and
Yeah.
the people out there with the, you know, the after the mortgage, the missus and the filthy and this and the kids
And
and
the
the dirty
Vegemite
rotten
sandwiches,
ballet
if
and
you
the
like
fucking
it.
soccer. All the blokes out there that have probably got 50 to 80 bucks left in their kick per month, which they beg off the missus. In race 4 he was unplaced, which was really unfortunate, but he earned $200. In race 5, you're unplaced again, Damien, but you still earned $200, which wasn't bad. Now in race 6, you rode Jamaica. Well, you got $200 for the ride, and it ran 4th. It was $50,000, so you got $2,500. So you got $2,700 for that ride. It's not bad, is it? Then we go to Ascadelia, where you had a bit of luck. You rode it perfectly, and it was the best horse. Would have been fun steering around. Not to mention the fun you've had in the day steering around. You are a hero. $200 you got. Let's never forget the 200. But you got $30,000 for the ride in Ascadelia. Gee, that's not bad, is it? That's not bad. Then in race 9, you had another ride. great horse called Lucia Valentini. You got $200 for the ride, which is a lot of money, $200, and you got $120,000 for riding it. That's at the 5%. We don't know what else, but in the last, you were probably shell shocked from all the noughts going into your bank, and unfortunately, you're unplaced. So you had 8 rides, which was $1,600. It's a lot of money in a day.
Steering.
And your com was $163,500. So on the day, you cleared, before tax, $165,100 plus trophies, plus extras, plus everyone just thinking you're actually 6 foot tall. What a good man, what a champion rider. But let's not forget all the punters out there that had a bet. Remember when you had 10,000 on something else in the race? I just want everyone to always remember that, because remember them times you were a bit, maybe weren't so keen in the race, so you backed old mate in front of you? Good on you, Damien. You'll always be a champion to me. Champion punter. Anyone who has 10,000 is a champion to me. Good on you, mate.
Thanks, Gus.
Makes me fucking sick thinking about it.
Yeah.
He might have earned more money than any Australian in Australia on Saturday.
Wow.
He certainly.
Well, you think about it in real terms. That's one day. Now I know he's there. I know. Oh, they're all there. Oh, you're good day. But let's never forget what sort of person you really are, because I fucking won't.
Thanks.
All right.
That's
There it
very,
is.
very important.
The Glen. Well, it's
Monologue there.
Yeah. Glenn, you're getting good at the little.
Made me just sick.
The little briefs there. Anyway, before we get right into the races, we had the big tournament over the week, Glenn, and a couple of different ways to play.
The one
it.
thing I said about the tournament was I said that I'd go really well, and I went like a complete retard. But I said that no matter, it is like poker, no matter how you play it, there's a million ways to play it. I've tipped a lot of you to shove, which a lot of you were doing. A lot didn't, but a lot did. But old mate, he sits back in the chair all day.
He's handle reclining chair.
You didn't even know, do you?
No, I was at Sandown.
Okay. So old mate comes to the last race, right? So hello. Oh,
There you go. They're going the wrong way. All right.
they're going the wrong way.
Yeah. So, old mate snoozing.
You're not going to work.
His handle is
You don't know,
reclining
do you?
chair.
No.
So okay, so old mate's down here. There must be old mate down in about 20th spot. He's got like 80,000 left. So he goes, I'm going to have 20 on this and 15 on that and diddle and 2 blue. I'm going to have 10,000 on it. Puts his chips all in. He's not after 1900 for 27. I'm chips all in. He finds 10,000 on 2 blue. $26, which is great. He finishes on 260. Old mate in the chair, he's snoozing race 1. He snoozes race 2. He's asleep race 3. G'day guys. He snoozes race 4. He comes to race 10. He hasn't had a bet. 10,000 on 2 blue. Dead heats. They both get 65,000.
Wow. We only like one runner.
For the day, and it's 26s.
He's just gone, well, if I have 1,100 on this, is the only one I like today, I will get 22,000. But I'm a chance to get 100,000 off top bet. I only got 65 because he dead even. He's probably spewing about old mate out wide having 10,000 on it.
Yeah.
But all the blokes who played hard all day, and they're there and they're up and down. As I predicted,
They just got bloused.
well, you
Got bloused by somebody who had 10,000 in the bank.
Like, old mate hasn't moved all day. He's
I know.
woken up, he's scratched his balls, he's shoved all in on the winner. It's outstanding work.
Yeah. I think
That's
I
a great
tweeted.
story.
I think I
That's what I'm
tweeted
telling
out.
ya.
Glenn, I think I tweeted out before coming to the last. I said at least 30 people have got to be still in play here. And I thought, I thought 30 or whatever. But it actually worked
You weren't
out.
counting the
It
guy
worked
at
out that
10,000.
everybody who had 10,000 in the bank. So that's probably
everyone
kept-
was in play.
He would have been 80th at that time.
And the
wasn't
worst thing, the most upsetting story about the whole thing is Damien Oliver moved all in on Secret Agenda. He was in the tournament as well. Possibly. How would you fucking know? He ran second, Damien. Never mind.
He might be reclining chair, Glenn, and you'll say how good it is. It's Damien who's picked up another 60.
Damien was reclining chair. I'd be on murder charges. I'd find him.
All right, well,
So great work, reclining chair. Exciting way to play, and shows the different ways you can play. You can be a participant all day, but if you've got something picked out all day and you want to move all in, I've taught everyone to move all in too much. Now that was my edge.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
oh,
You
now,
should have shown
now
them
you
that.
change it around.
Now I've taught everyone. Look, you
Just
can't
keep
win
your powder
picking
dry.
winners. You got to pick. If you're going to bet, you got to back 7 or 8 winners. You got to get a bank early, and with that bank, shove the bank on. It's a really extraordinary tournament, extraordinary effort by top better.
Yeah, and as you say, Glenn,
7 the blackout white.
the tactics are yeah, the tactics. I could make a zebra. The tactics.
Box 7 out wide walking down the street.
Glenn,
Yes.
you want to get away early so we don't have to edit things.
I don't say that.
No, I know, but if you keep going, I do.
She's a darling.
We're going to be running free tournaments for the Punter Show people throughout the week as well too, so there'll be a prize attached with it.
When's the next big tournament?
The next big tournament will be for Brisbane,
Carnival time?
and then I think $1 million is on the cards for Spring Carnival.
Well, there's not even I could play for the $1 million.
But I think
You've got no idea how
I think the Brisbane one's going to be $100. I think it'll be another $250,000, but $100 buying and lots of rebuys available. So it's going to be available to everybody there too. So still.
So it becomes like a gunfight of the OK crowd.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Yeah. So each buy-in has different permutations to it too. So anyway.
Very interesting bar thing.
Yeah. So if you want to get a feel for it, just keep an eye out. We haven't decided what day it is. Last week we ran it on the last 4 races on the Friday, which is a good way to just finish off a Friday if you've got nothing to do. But the free tournaments, it's going to be a worthwhile prize, whether it's about $400 or $500 worth of Punter Show products or something else that we come up with. So you're playing for something worthwhile and you're giving yourself a chance to get a feel for how the tournaments play. So keep an eye on that for this week. Man of the match, just digressing from racing, Jake Ensign, who does a lot of our work and all that.
He tipped Danny Will, did he?
He tipped Danny Will. He suggested having something on Danny Will and also suggested betting up on
what
being
price
the
was Danny at the beginning of the
$66 or $66.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jake, man of the month.
I mean, it was part of his staking plan or whatever, but I think the main good play was the highest UK player, so it was $6 as well.
Well, it wasn't that he was just the highest UK player. He was number 11 in the world. 60 to 1 seems low odds for the number 11 in the world.
Yeah.
But the golf's... I've even dropped off the golf because I'm just too tortured by... I backed 30 L's and 6 putts. Did you see any L's 6 putt? Haven't you heard about it on the first round?
No.
You don't know about it?
6 putt.
Well, it was...
How do you do that? He's a professional golfer.
No, Dale. It gets even better. Like, I played a lot of golf and I don't remember ever having a 4 putt. I might have had 1 or 2, I suppose, but I don't remember it. He was this far away and 6 putted on the TV because he was that far. It was that far away. It went dunk, 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 dunk.
How?
But they didn't. They made a mistake on the TV because you know TV's legless. I mean, basically, they're trying to kidnap children in Beirut and they call it TV. Like, you don't know that story.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
he putted to there. Well, it was a 7 putt.
Oh, he putted off the side of the green.
No.
No.
He was this far away when the TV said, watch this, from here to here he's 6 putts.
Oh, so he'd already got there.
He didn't chip to there.
No.
He putted from 20 feet to 2 feet and then went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Never something like it. Yeah. And he just said, oh, fucking, someone kill me. The yips, I'm just like...
Oh, yeah, the Glen still was on.
It's a nasty game, golf, isn't it?
Oh, that's just... Having watched that and not knowing what your book would have been, having seen it, you would have said, oh, Glenn had to be on that.
I was on it. You're a fucking tell.
We're also starting an Adelaide set. Aaron Barbie has been a good mate of ours for a while.
Oh, so it's not Aaron, my Aaron?
What? No, Aaron Barbie, as in, Chinese Dave's mate. At Jilka.
I thought it was Aaron...
Aaron Macy.
Yeah, you just said Aaron's doing an Adelaide set. I just assumed it was driving Miss Macy.
No, what does he know about Adelaide?
Oh, I was wondering.
Anyway, he started, we put a set on, we've been working with him for the last few weeks on putting a set together for Adelaide. Aaron's come through the Jelco school and also worked with Fletch for a while. He's now moved away from, he had to move, I think his girlfriend when he moved into the state or something like that. Anyway, he's moved, so he's focusing on Adelaide and doing that and doing a great job, and that will be available to purchase this week, but we'll have more about it on the site as well. But anyway, the championships, boys, we have spoken about it. The feel on what's the general feel of it? Is it? I think you were making the point there that you have to focus on it, and it doesn't really fit in. I don't know. I just walk away from it. I don't get a big race feel to the Queen Elizabeth.
No, that's because it's not a big race.
And I don't know. It just.
Well, it's a bubble. It's a day in a bubble.
I don't know. I just don't get it. I just don't get the same feel as. Definitely not even close to the same feel I do out of Melbourne.
What about the fact that you're completely overwhelmed by the whole day?
Yeah.
And then it doesn't deliver.
It's just.
Hang on, let's just go to stick up let's say you've got a 2-year-old baby.
Mm.
Okay, you got a 2-year-old, and you love it, and you think, oh, you're a little 2-year-old baby. But you have a different feel for that child when it's 20.
Mm.
Because the championships when it's 20. You
Oh,
have
it
a
might be.
different feel.
I know that, and that's the point that I'm saying.
Yeah, it's an
It's
early.
a
very
early.
very early, and we all go, oh, the 4
Yeah.
hasn't got any feel. But what about when the Formula One is a 21-year-old race?
Yeah.
Well, if it can last that long with funding, who knows where this game's going to be in 19 years? It might be all cartoon racing, and I'm in the corner of janitor dribbling out the side of my mouth, thinking, oh, look at that fucking idiot over there, he had $2 on number 6.
He did announce he was going to be a bricklayer on
thinking
Saturday. Anyone out there who wants to
looking
be
for an
the oldest apprentice bricklayer, Glenn
I was
Chavez.
thinking about spinning bricking just because I love I've walled since that day.
Yeah.
So I might as well build walls.
You build walls, and then you can sit back and then look at your work. That's good walling.
How many people do they have there on Saturday?
They said 25.
Looked about 18.
It was what? Felt smaller.
I thought about
felt
similar.
smaller
Similar.
Okay, all right, that's all right. Then.
But a lot of people are outside now.
Yeah, I know.
You go outside, you can't watch the damn race, which I find just so
Oh,
disappointing.
well, you can't. But Glenn,
You can't because of the umbrellas and all the stands and all the.
But it's-
You know, it looks like the Easter show outside.
It's very hard to watch a race there on a Wednesday at Kensington, though, outside.
What do you mean?
Oh, just the way that it is and
It's
the
'cause they
ledge,
don't run there.
and there's normally something in the way. It's just
No, I always enjoy going there. I don't expect to go there on a big day and there's no one to be there.
no.
But it is like a carnival outside.
Hmm.
I mean, the race is on, and girls and boys are talking with their back to the
No,
horse.
well, I mean that's what we have these days. That's called racing, where
Well,
people
we-
pay no attention to the racing.
I find that so disappointing.
That's right.
Oh, that's, for those of us that are passionate about racing, it's gut wrenching.
Well, Pete during the week said he wanted to get 50,000 people to the championships, like over for one day. I don't know where they go, because if there was 25,000 people there on Saturday, Glenn, 28,000's no good.
We couldn't fit double.
You
You can't fit 30.
That was
We can't
just capable. Now 50.
He's just talking.
I don't know where you suddenly get an extra 50, a doubling of the crowd. I don't know where that comes from, because they can't advertise. Well, maybe if they did better advertising rather than horses.
No, it's got to be a fashionable place to go, and I think the races has dropped off as being a fashionable place to go, isn't it?
Well, it's because we've
I'd
promoted
say the
the
most interesting about the championships is that in the 2 weeks you haven't even mentioned Navesh's name.
Oh,
Just say Navesh, because
Navesh.
yes, he's back.
Yeah, Navesh.
You'd love Navesh.
Good man.
Well, I'll tell you how we get 50,000 people to the championships. Move them to Melbourne.
Do we want 50,000 at the championships?
No,
I think you've got to be realistic about your goals, and if you
Wouldn't it be great to have 25,000 people there that are participants in the game and watching the race?
25,000 really good core participants is better than 100,000 peripherals.
Well, if you go outside, the carnival's on, everyone's got their back to the race,
Yeah,
and they're
that's
drunk,
right.
and the girls' tits
You-
are hanging out.
you know what, Glenn?
And the boys are trying to pick up, they're all keen, they're racing in and out of the toilets to do a line of coke. I mean, that's racing
even that rout's gone now.
But I'm just saying, that's the feel of it. It's a nightclub feel.
Yeah.
I'd rather get out there with people who knew something about racing.
Well, I reckon you'd be better off having 15,000 hardcore participants,
Be great.
really having a great day out there,
And
maybe wagering
and
and
turning
doing that, than
in the battle.
than having.
but you've got to remember that the people who are actually interested in racing have been driven away from the
Yeah,
races.
of course. As we had that tweet last week that said, what list the things that actually makes it better for a punter to be on course? Not much. You get better odds, but then you sort of think, oh well, I'm paying a tax to do so. If you're only a smaller punter, and you get to look at the horses, and not many people look at the horses.
I have the skill to.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
understand exactly. And I did notice they jacked the prices up a little bit on everything again this weekend. The $5.50 pie went to $6.
I did it.
Unfortunately, I got 3 and she forgot to charge, so it was a beauty. I walked off.
Oh, another little back to the old long arming route. All right. Okay. So the 6 metre rail mark you mentioned, tricky. I think it's a good position when the fields aren't too big, because you get most of the runners in the lane just naturally.
Yeah.
But when the fields get bigger, it becomes a little bit strange, and then with that possibility of going way out wide, that Huey had a look with sultry feeling, and I think that
And the stewards just came down hard on him. They said, "You're not to do that."
that would be because we talk about it and they don't like us.
Like that's
Why can't
a
he do
feature
that?
of the
Why can't he
stewards
do
report.
that?
Oh,
Why can't he do that?
They deemed that he wasn't going. It didn't affect his position, his finishing position.
I'd say you're a lot better. Look, it's a hard play to do unless you get swung out there, as we mentioned. But where he was where he was in no man's land compared to where he is probably 5 to 6 lengths better.
Yeah. They